Picture this. You pull back the covers, sink into your pillow, and close your eyes. For a moment, everything feels peaceful. Then, without warning, your eyes snap open. The room is dark, the house is silent, and the clock reads 1:43 a.m. You shift positions, you count your breaths, you stare at the ceiling until the numbers change. 2:51, then 3:38, 4:47, and when the sun finally rises, you do not feel rested. You feel like you never slept at all. Your joints ache, your thoughts move through fog, and somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet fear settles in. What if this is just how it is now? But here is what no one has told you. Scientists have now confirmed that for millions of seniors, the real enemy is not age. It is not stress. It is not even insomnia. It is the glass of water sitting on your nightstand. Plain water, consumed before bed, keeps your kidneys working, your bladder filling, and your nervous system quietly alert, pulling you out of the deep sleep your body is desperately trying to reach. But researchers have identified something remarkable: a small collection of natural drinks. Ingredients you likely already have in your kitchen, each costing less than $2 per serving, that do the opposite. They quiet the nervous system. They lower cortisol. They replenish the minerals your aging body burns through every single day, and they guide your brain, gently and naturally, into the deep restorative sleep stages where real healing happens. In this video, we are going to walk through the 5 most powerful bedtime drinks for seniors, ranked from effective to extraordinary. And stay with us through the entire list, because drink number 2 contains a compound so effective at triggering deep sleep that researchers described their own findings as, quote, unexpectedly significant. Before we begin, a quick question for you. How many times do you typically wake up during the night, and where in the world are you watching from? Drop your answer in the comments below. We read every single one, and your responses directly shape the content we create next. Now, let us start with drink number 5, because tonight could already be different. Drink number 5, spiced turmeric milk. The 5th drink on our list has been brewed in kitchens across Asia and the Middle East for over 3,000 years, but it took modern science to explain precisely why it works. And the answer surprised researchers. The biggest hidden enemy of sleep in adults over 60 is not caffeine. It is not screen time. It is silent inflammation. A landmark study out of UCLA confirmed that older adults carry significantly higher levels of inflammatory proteins in their bloodstream than younger individuals. And these proteins do not just cause joint pain or fatigue, they actively interfere with the brain's ability to descend into slow-wave sleep, the deepest, most restorative stage of the sleep cycle. Spiced turmeric milk, sometimes called golden milk, attacks this problem directly. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, is one of the most studied natural anti-inflammatory agents in modern science. On its own, however, your body absorbs very little of it. Add a pinch of black pepper and everything changes. The piperine in black pepper increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%, turning a mildly helpful spice into a genuinely powerful therapeutic compound. The warm milk itself brings something equally important to the formula. It is rich in tryptophan, an amino acid your brain uses as the raw material to manufacture serotonin, which it then converts into melatonin, the hormone that governs your entire sleep-wake cycle. Research published in the British Journal of Nutrition confirmed that tryptophan-rich foods consumed in the evening measurably improved sleep quality and reduced nighttime awakenings in older adults. How to prepare it? Warm 1 cup of whole milk, or full-fat coconut milk if you prefer a dairy-free option, over medium-low heat. Do not let it boil. Add 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, a generous pinch of freshly cracked black pepper, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Stir continuously until the spices are fully dissolved. Remove from heat, add a small drizzle of raw honey, and pour into your favorite mug. Drink this approximately 50 minutes before bed. The warmth itself signals your brain that the day is ending. The compounds begin circulating within 30 minutes. One important note: the anti-inflammatory benefits of curcumin build over time. Most seniors report the most noticeable sleep improvements after 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. Start tonight and give it the time it deserves. This ancient remedy is a powerful foundation. But the next drink targets something even more specific, a biological shift that happens inside every aging body, and that almost no one talks about. Drink number 4. Tart Cherry and Warm Water Tonic. When researchers at Louisiana State University first published their findings on this next drink, other scientists asked them to run the study again. The results seemed too good. They were not. Tart cherries, specifically the Montmorency variety, are one of the only foods on Earth that contain naturally occurring melatonin. Not a synthetic version, not a supplement. The real hormone produced by the fruit itself. And for seniors, this matters more than almost anyone realizes. Here is the biology. Your pineal gland, the small structure in your brain responsible for melatonin production, becomes significantly less active as you age. By the time you reach your 60s, your body is producing roughly half the melatonin it produced in your 30s. Half. That is not a minor decline. That is your brain's sleep signal operating at 50% capacity every single night. Tart cherry juice directly compensates for this deficit. In the Louisiana State University trial, older adults who consumed tart cherry juice twice daily fell asleep an average of 17 minutes faster, slept 84 minutes longer per night, and reported dramatically fewer nighttime awakenings, all compared to a placebo group drinking a similar tasting beverage with none of the active compounds. 84 additional minutes of sleep from a drink. Tart cherries also contain anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in the brain, which is another significant contributor to disrupted sleep architecture in older adults. How to prepare it? Purchase 100% pure tart cherry juice, concentrate from a health food store or online. The sweetened cherry juice cocktails sold in most grocery stores contain added sugars that spike your blood glucose and actively worsen sleep quality. Read the label. The only ingredient should be tart cherry juice. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of the concentrate into 8 ounces of warm water. The warmth improves absorption and creates a soothing ritual that begins signaling sleep to your brain before you even finish the cup. For best results, consume 1 serving in the morning and 1 serving approximately 1 hour before bed. If you are only going to drink it once per day, the evening serving delivers the most significant sleep benefit. The science behind this fruit is genuinely impressive, but the next drink on our list works through a completely different mechanism, and it targets a deficiency that is quietly robbing millions of seniors of their sleep without them ever knowing it. Drink number 3, banana peel mineral tea. When most people hear banana tea, they picture mashing a banana into hot water. That is not what we are talking about. And the difference matters enormously. The part of the banana that most people throw away, the peel, contains significantly higher concentrations of 2 minerals than the fruit inside. Minerals that your body requires in order to physically relax. Minerals that a large percentage of seniors are chronically deficient in without ever being tested for them. Those minerals are magnesium and potassium. Magnesium is sometimes called nature's muscle relaxant. It regulates the activity of your nervous system, quiets the stress response, and plays a direct role in the production of GABA, the neurotransmitter that slows brain activity and prepares the body for sleep. A study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences found that magnesium supplementation in elderly participants significantly improved sleep time, sleep efficiency, and the frequency of early morning awakening. Potassium works alongside magnesium to maintain the electrical balance across your muscle cells. When potassium levels drop, muscles cannot fully release tension, leading to the nighttime cramps, restless legs, and that frustrating inability to find a comfortable position that plagues so many older adults. Researchers at the University of Adelaide found a direct correlation between low potassium levels and significantly more fragmented, disrupted sleep. The banana peel delivers both minerals simultaneously, in a form your body absorbs readily. How to prepare it? Start with an organic banana whenever possible. You will be boiling the peel, so you want to avoid pesticide residues. Cut off both ends, slice the entire banana into rounds with the peel still attached, and place the pieces into 3 cups of water at a rolling boil. Reduce to a simmer and let it cook for 12 to 15 minutes. The heat breaks down the cell walls of the peel and releases the minerals into the water. Strain the liquid into a mug. Add a small amount of raw honey or a pinch of cinnamon if you prefer a sweeter flavor. The banana pieces themselves become very soft during cooking and can be eaten as a pre-bed snack, giving you an additional dose of those same minerals. Drink this tea 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Many seniors notice the effects most clearly in the form of reduced muscle tension and fewer leg cramps, often within the first week. This mineral-rich remedy addresses the physical side of sleep. But the next drink on our list goes deeper, targeting the chemistry of your brain itself. Drink number 2, warm honey milk with nutmeg. Your grandmother made some version of this drink. She did not know the biochemistry behind it, but she was right. Warm milk with honey has been used as a sleep remedy across cultures for centuries. What those cultures did not know, and what modern science has now confirmed, is that this combination works not because of tradition, but because of a precise biochemical interaction that becomes increasingly important as the brain ages. Here is what is actually happening. Milk is rich in tryptophan, the amino acid your brain converts into serotonin and then into melatonin. But tryptophan faces a problem. To reach the brain, it must cross the blood-brain barrier, and it competes with several other amino acids for the same transport pathway. Most of the time, it loses. Honey solves this problem. The natural sugars in honey trigger a mild insulin response, which pulls the competing amino acids into muscle tissue, clearing the pathway and allowing tryptophan to reach the brain far more efficiently. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed that combining tryptophan-rich foods with a natural carbohydrate source significantly increased the amount of tryptophan that actually reached the brain. But the ingredient that elevates this drink from good to extraordinary is the nutmeg. Nutmeg contains a compound called myristicin, which has been recognized for its mild sedative properties in traditional medicine systems for thousands of years. Research conducted at the University of Pennsylvania confirmed that nutmeg interacts with specific neurotransmitter systems in the brain to promote relaxation and the onset of drowsiness, without the grogginess or cognitive impairment associated with pharmaceutical sleep aids. How to prepare it? Gently warm 1 cup of whole milk in a saucepan over low heat. This destroys some of the beneficial compounds and creates an unpleasant film on the surface. Once warm, stir in 1 tablespoon of raw, unprocessed honey until fully dissolved. Then add between 1/8 and 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg, and do not exceed this amount. Nutmeg in small doses is wonderfully effective. In larger doses, it can cause nausea and discomfort. Use whole milk or full-fat coconut milk. The fat content is not incidental. It is necessary for absorbing the fat-soluble compounds in the nutmeg. Low-fat milk significantly reduces the drink's effectiveness. Consume this approximately 45 minutes before your intended sleep time in a dimly lit room, away from screens. The combination of the warm drink, the darkened environment, and the relaxed posture creates a powerful sleep onset ritual that your brain will begin to associate with sleep over time. Raw honey also plays one more role that is easy to overlook. It slowly releases glycogen into your liver throughout the night, which helps stabilize blood sugar levels during sleep. Blood sugar drops are one of the most common and most overlooked causes of waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning. This enhanced formula is deeply effective, but it still does not match what is coming next, because drink number 1 works on 3 separate systems in the brain simultaneously. And the research behind it genuinely stunned the scientists who conducted it. Drink number 1, triple herb sleep tea, chamomile, passionflower, and lemon balm. Everything on this list has been built to this. Not because the other drinks are not effective, they are. But because this final combination does something that no single ingredient, no pharmaceutical sleep aid, and no supplement on the market has been shown to do. It addresses the 3 most common and most damaging causes of sleep disruption in the aging brain, simultaneously, naturally, and without a single side effect. Chamomile has been used as a calming remedy for over 2,000 years. But it was not until researchers at the University of Michigan conducted a rigorous clinical trial with older adults suffering from chronic insomnia that the mechanism was fully understood. Chamomile contains a flavonoid called apigenin, which binds directly to GABA receptors in the brain, the same receptors targeted by prescription benzodiazepine sleep medications. The critical difference is that apigenin does this gently, without suppressing the deep sleep stages that your brain requires for memory consolidation, cellular repair, and emotional regulation. Participants in the Michigan trial reported the best sleep quality they had experienced in years. Passionflower amplifies the chamomile's effect through an entirely different pathway. Rather than binding to GABA receptors, passionflower increases the brain's actual production of GABA, meaning the 2 herbs work in tandem, one activating the receptor and the other flooding it with the neurotransmitter it responds to. A clinical trial published in Phytotherapy Research found Passionflower to be comparable in effectiveness to a commonly prescribed anti-anxiety medication for promoting relaxation and sleep onset. But without the morning cognitive fog, the dependency risk, or the long-term side effects that make those medications particularly dangerous for older adults. Lemon Balm addresses the third obstacle, the one that prescription sleep aids completely ignore: racing thoughts. The mental loop of worries, memories, and unresolved concerns that keeps so many seniors lying awake long after their body is exhausted. Research conducted at Northumbria University found that lemon balm extract reduced anxiety and promoted a state of calm alertness, and uniquely, it did this while actually improving cognitive function rather than dulling it. No pharmaceutical sleep aid has ever produced that combination of effects. Together, these three herbs create what researchers describe as a synergistic effect, meaning the combined result is measurably greater than the sum of the individual parts. Studies on this type of herbal combination have shown increases in total sleep time, reductions in sleep onset latency, fewer nighttime awakenings, and, most critically for seniors, a significant increase in time spent in deep slow-wave sleep, the stage where the brain clears metabolic waste, consolidates memory, and rebuilds the immune system. How to prepare it? Use 1 teaspoon of dried chamomile flowers, half a teaspoon of dried passion flower, and half a teaspoon of dried lemon balm. If loose herbs are not available, 1 chamomile tea bag with the passion flower and lemon balm added separately works well. Bring 10 ounces of water to a full boil, then remove it from the heat and wait 30 seconds before pouring it over the herbs. Boiling water can degrade the delicate volatile compounds that make these plants effective. Cover the cup immediately and steep for a full 10 to 15 minutes. The cover prevents the aromatic compounds from escaping into the air, and those compounds are part of what makes the tea work. Strain, add a small amount of raw honey if desired, and drink this tea 60 to 90 minutes before bed. This longer lead time allows the compounds to be fully absorbed and begin modulating your brain chemistry before you ever lie down. Many seniors find that pairing this tea with 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing or gentle stretching creates a pre-sleep ritual so effective that falling asleep stops feeling like something they have to try to do and starts feeling like something that simply happens. 5 drinks, 5 different mechanisms. All of them work with your body's natural biology rather than overriding it. You do not need to start with all 5. Pick the one that resonates most with you tonight. Make it carefully. Drink it consistently, and give your body at least 2 weeks to respond, because real, lasting change in sleep quality is not built in a single night. It is built one evening ritual at a time. Your brain has not forgotten how to sleep deeply. It has simply been missing the right conditions to do it. These drinks help restore those conditions. If this video gave you something useful, a new idea, a reason for hope, or simply the feeling that better sleep is genuinely possible, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We publish new content every week focused entirely on natural health solutions for seniors, and we do not want you to miss what is coming next. Leave a comment below and tell us, which drink are you going to try first tonight? We read every response, and your experience might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear to take that first step. And if someone you love is lying awake right now, staring at a ceiling and wondering if anything will ever help, share this video with them. It costs nothing, and it might change everything. We will see you in the next one.